Beer's all good to go. It's time to bounce out of here. Alright, what's happening, guys? Chief J here. Freaking finally on the bike for once. Oh, that's pretty nice. Alright, so it's been, well, it's not that been it's not that it's been that long since I made a video, but you know, I've been popping them out every so often, cranking them out like a couple times a week, or like every like 5 days or so, and haven't done that recently. I think it's been over a week now. But I just figured I'd say hey and tell you guys what's up. So I have been stupid busy, like completely ridiculously busy. Semester started back up. Why are we all stopped? Please, can we go? Oh, at least I got the shade now. Oh my freaking gosh, what are you doing? That's better. A little bit. Alright, so anyways, what's been going on? Well, semester started back up, and as a result of that, I have been, well, stupidly busy, frankly. I'm talking, like, work a full shift, go home, work on classwork, go to night class, get home, pass out. Like, that's pretty much it. That's all I've been doing. And, you know, I'll be honest, it kind of sucks right now. But hopefully it should ease up a little bit soon. Seems like everything was freaking due at once. Everything was just like, hey, you know, first week of class, here's an assignment due next week. Okay, cool. Multiply that by every class, and there you go. I hope the wind noise isn't stupid with the ocean breeze coming at me like sideways. But the ocean breeze is nice, though. I'll tell you what, look at that thing. So anywhoos, I made a little bit of an impulse buy the other day that I really shouldn't have, in terms of like, I don't regret the item or anything. It was one of those situations where I really didn't plan on spending any money. Like, I went to Guitar Center with Palm Beach Rider the other day because I spent the night over and we were jamming out making music until like 4 in the morning or so. He was like, you want to go to Guitar Center? And I said, sure, you know, let's do it. But I'm not buying anything. And it's true, I stuck to that. I didn't buy anything. But here's the problem. I decided to play around with like the DJ stuff, you know, where it's like, you know, turntables and wikis and all that, you know. There's like a lot more to it than that. But I come from a background of like guitar and drums and stuff like that. So that electronic music is completely, I listen to it and I like it and stuff, but it's completely out of my element, you know. So I was just playing around with it, and for about 20 minutes I just sat there using their demo unit at Guitar Center, and I thought to myself, hey, this is actually pretty fun. But they're like $250. I said to myself, I'm not spending that kind of money today. So I went ahead and spent that kind of money the next day. Because I pretty much looked at some units online and all that, and I was like, you know what? It's not really that bad money-wise, so I ended up, I ended up buying 2, but that's the story for another time. But yeah, so now I'm DJ Chief J, you know, DJ CJ. Not really. I'm just starting to use it and get the hang of it, but it's pretty fun, honestly. And it's not something I ever had any intention of trying out, even. And it turns out it's really a lot of fun. And it's not as easy as it looks, at least not to do it right. So I've been doing that in a lot of my free time and kind of been slacking on the editing. But trust me, there hadn't been much free time, and honestly, today's my first day in, I don't know, like a week or so, where I've actually ridden the bike not just to commute to school or work or whatever. Instead, I commuted to my buddy's barbecue party thingamajig while he's on leave, which is pretty fun. So yeah, I'm trying to put videos out and stuff. I know, like, I always say that so many vloggers put out these kinds of videos where it's like, yeah, sorry I haven't been posting in a while, you know, I'm not dead or whatever, and all that stuff, and it's just super cliched by now. I just figured it's courteous of me, you know, common courtesy, to tell you guys what's up. So that's what I'm doing. At least now I just get to cruise down A1A, which is nice, because I haven't done this in a long time. But you know what the unfortunate, depressing part is? I'm doing this. I went to this party just now, this afternoon. I worked this morning and then I came straight over here. Didn't even eat or anything. I ate some at the barbecue, but the problem is, like, I only did this because my buddy that's hosting it, he's on leave right now and he's going back to California in like 3 days. So everything, I've been doing these special occasion things. Like I went out the other night to play mini golf with Florida Viking, which I normally would never have done on a Thursday night especially. But Miss Taylor was over here for a little bit from California. So, I mean, I can't, you know, I'll have to deal with the sleepless night for stuff like that. And I don't mind it. You know, I'll do it. I'm just saying, like, if it wasn't for all these, like, special occasion sort of things, I'd probably just be working on stuff. And I have to go, like, right now I'm heading back home. And it sucks, but as soon as I get home, I got to start working on another paper. College life. I just made that up just now. It's college life. Whee! So the scene is really, really bad at picking up engine noise, but I'll try right here. Woo! Sounds good. I'm sure the Cena did not do that justice, because it likes to freaking mute out anything that's not either going on, like anything that's not going on in the helmet. It's just like, you don't need to hear that. Engine noise, glorious exhaust note. Nah, you don't need to hear that, bro. Now, wind, you probably do need to hear. You need to hear wind, because fuck you, that's why. So I've been thinking about getting a truck lately. I was looking. The main thing that's been holding me back for a while was the insurance, but just recently my rates dropped again, which is really, really nice. And the problem is it's still, like, it's affordable for me now. You know what I mean? But it's kind of one of those situations where it's like, do I really want to be spending X amount of money on, you know, on 2 bikes plus a truck? Because it's like I can only do one thing at once. Like, I'll be honest, sometimes I feel like even with my motorcycles, like I'm kind of wasting money with them a little bit, because like a lot of times I'm just riding the FZ to commute, and I intended it to be the other way around. I intended to use the DRZ to commute, but the problem with the DRZ is with the carburetor and all of that stuff, it's not quite as easy to just get on it and go. There's like a little bit more prep involved. So because of that, a lot of times if I'm in a rush, like I usually am when I have to go to work or school or whatever, I just hop on the FZ. But then, like, my DRZ, I haven't used that thing in like a month. And it sucks because it's just, I love that bike, but it's just sitting there and it's not getting any use. And I don't like that, you know? I like my bikes to be ridden, and that's the thing, is like, I've already got 2 bikes. I'm already having a tough time kind of splitting time between the two, because I haven't been off-roading much lately. So yeah, the DRZ's just been kind of sitting there, and it's like, well, if I get a truck or a car or whatever, like a 4-wheeled transportation, mostly because of like weather and stuff, and also just for like the convenience of carrying stuff. If I do that, then what about my bike? Then I feel like in terms of convenience, it's just going to be easier to not have to like gear up and stuff and just hop in the vehicle. You know, this is such a freaking first world problem to be bitching about, but I love both my bikes and I don't want to get rid of them, and I feel like I'd have to get rid of one if I got another vehicle, because then I'd have 3 vehicles to try to split time between. It's not a matter of not being able to afford all 3 vehicles. It's more just a matter of not wanting to spend that much money on 3 vehicles when I would end up having to split my time between each one even more than it already is. And at that point, I don't know, I vowed to never get rid of the DRZ, but I would be really loath to get rid of having, you know, a highway-capable sport/touring bike. So I don't know, but then I can't go off-roading with this, and I love going off-roading. God, this is such a freaking whiny-ass problem to have. Like, prior to this, I would have been, like, I was happy with just the DRZ. And I'm still, don't get me wrong, like, I still know I'm blessed and stuff. I don't know, I've just been thinking about doing that, and I can spend that money, but I don't really want to spend that money. And then the problem, especially if I get a truck, dear Lord, I'm going to want to mod that thing. Like, I've got plans for the FZ that I haven't gotten around to finishing yet. Like, it's not even close to being done. And then you're talking about another vehicle that's even, like, way more expensive to to mod. So I don't know. I'm gonna see what happens. Yeah, that's my explanation on what's going on with me right now, and my semi-bitchy first world rant about the horrible problem that I have, which somehow I get this gut feeling that somebody in the comments is gonna be like, "Oh, don't be such a whiny little." They're gonna be like, "Don't be such a whiny little bitch," and I'll be like, "Well, you know, get fucked." That's about it, guys. I'm gonna treat. The fuck?
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
I'm gonna keep trying to get content out, but unfortunately, right now that has to take a back seat for me to my work and school. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you in the next video. Bye, boom.